Hi everyone, this is Jiggie, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a beautiful portrait with a white background using just one light. So before anything else, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, now is the perfect time to do so because I am still giving away a beautiful backdrop from Kate Backdrop. This is a 1.5 meter by 2 meter non-reflective dual-sided collapsible backdrop. And the best thing about this giveaway is that I will make the winner choose a design that they want. And to join is very simple. All you have to do is follow the mechanics in the description below. Now the light that I will be using is this one. This is the Sony f60RM. It's connected to a photic Cerberus. The photic Cerberus is a flash holder with a Bowens mount. So I just mount my Sony f60RM here. So the modifier that I am using is the Nanlite Lantern softbox. Now this Nanlite Lantern softbox actually came with an attachment so that you could use it with a Bowens mount, because I actually had this modifier already in a previous video, and a lot of questions have been asked whether or not I can actually use a Speedlight with it. And this is the answer. Yes, we can actually use a Speedlight. Now, the reason why I like this Nanlite Lantern softbox is because it gives basically a 360-degree spread of light. I could have really used just an ordinary umbrella, but then the umbrella would have been directional. I wanted this one to have light coming out from here in front and going down, but not going back, because I don't want flare to enter my lens, or I don't want light to enter my lens that will cause flare. That's why I attach this cover here, which comes also with a modifier. So you will see why later I want the light coming out from here, and obviously here, because we're gonna be doing a standard clam to begin with, okay? So now, let's bring this modifier up and go to the settings of my camera. So the camera that I'm using is my Sony a7R Mark IV with a 24mm 2.8 GM. Now, as I said earlier, the flash that I'm using is the Sony f60RM, and it is controlled remotely using this one, the WRC1M remote commander. So the reason why I like using the Sony flash system is that the moment I install or I put this Sony remote commander on top of my camera, it allows now an option for me to be able to control that flash through the in-menu system of the Sony, which is like what you see now, okay? So my settings are 1/250 f5.6 ISO 100. I am on manual mode, and the reason why that is set that way is so that when I turn off my flash, as you can see now, basically we are not getting any of the existing ambient light. So all the light that we are getting now is just coming from my flash. The moment I turn on my trigger, it automatically will disable live view. So this is not an actual representation of what my exposure is set now in camera. Now, my white balance. My white balance is set at 6000 Kelvin because I want it more on the warmer shade or the more warmer tone. This flash unit is actually set more or less at 5600 Kelvin. But again, as I said in some previous videos, white balance is subjective, and I want this image to be in the warmer tone, all right? Now, one last thing before I call in my wife, who will be our model today, will be every single image that you see now will be straight out of camera. In other words, I am recording everything that my camera is seeing. So every time I take a picture, what comes out is straight out of camera and has not been edited, unless I actually specify that this image has already been processed, okay? So come on in, babe. Again, we would like to thank our very good friend Mela Jimenez for virtually assisting Coco to do her makeup for today. Okay, so now let's take one shot, let's take one test shot, but basically this is already gonna be a really nice shot because I've already set everything. So let's remove it from its actual setting. Right now, the perfect setting is 1/2. My flash power will be at 1/2 minus 1/3. Let's try putting it at full power to see, or let's put it maybe at 132 power for you guys to see how it looks like if it's underexposed. So that is an underexposed image. So now, once the image is underexposed, please make sure that you don't touch anything anymore from your settings in your camera. In other words, Don't touch your ISO anymore. Don't touch your shutter speed. Don't touch your aperture. When you're using flash, the thing that you should actually check, or the thing that you should actually adjust immediately if your image is underexposed, is your flash power. So that's what we're gonna do now. So now from our flash power, let's put it at full power and see how it will look like. Now that's way overexposed. So let's bring it down to what it was supposed to be, which is half power less 1/3. Okay? Beautiful, babe. Very, very beautiful. So the light now that you're seeing is really focusing towards here. Now the reason why I want the light focused here is because this distance from here to here and back to her is shorter than the distance coming from here to her face. In other words, I want more power going down because it takes more power for it to go back up and even out the shadows here. So you want to see how it looks like without this one? Let's remove it. Let's take one more shot. All right, there we go. Very nice. So that's the one without reflector. And we'll put the styrofoam reflector. The reason why I'm using white is because I want it softer. I don't want too much specularity. Okay, and this is the one. Can you fingers up, please? And this is the one with a reflector underneath. All right. So this is the one with a reflector. And this is the one without a reflector. Look at the shadows underneath her chin. There. Okay? So actually, right now, this particular shot is already very beautiful. But I am still lacking some highlights here on the side. And that's the reason on why I said I actually like this modifier so much, because I have light coming out from here and I have light coming out from here that I can now catch with another foam board. So I can just put one foam board here. There you go. And we'll put another foam board here. Okay, so now I have two foam boards here on each side, basically just capturing the light coming from here and the light coming from here. Okay, all right, babe. All right. Very nice. Now that's actually nice. Okay, good. Open it up. Beautiful. See how it changed. This is the one with two styrofoam boards on the left and the right side. This hasn't been edited. This is the one with no styrofoam boards but with a reflector underneath. And this is the one without a reflector and no styrofoam boards. So you see it here, opening up the shadows underneath. And then this one, just giving a little bit of highlight here. And for me, I think I really like this one already. So let's do a few more shots, babe. I'm loving it already. Chin up, please. There. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, this is what we're going to try to do. Try to lean on that wall, but not really lean on it. Pretend that you're just leaning on it, yeah? There we go. Beautiful. Then maybe look here. Eyes to center, though. There. Very nice. How about this way? Some more? Nice. Okay, beautiful, beautiful portraits. And all it took was one light. Basically, again, thank you very much, babe. Basically, we had the non-light lantern softbox here, giving light 360 degrees, in other words, here, that's gonna bounce off towards and give a nice highlight here. This one will illuminate her face and at the same time illuminate the background. This portion here will go down here, then bounce up. This one was flagged so that it doesn't flare up my camera. And basically that was it. I had my Sony f60RM there, mounted on a Photic Cerberus that had a Bowens mount adapter to it. This lantern softbox basically comes with an adapter so that you could use it with a Bowens mount. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this very, very simple video, yet it still gave stunning results. And if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so that you get a chance to win that background that I was talking about. Okay, so if you want to see more of my images, you could also find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggie Alejandrino. Okay, till the next video.